Sheriff, November 27th, you had a press conference announcing the acquisition of a new canine. Talk a little bit about her and some of the unique capabilities that she'll be bringing to this office.
Well, we were approached by Defenders for Children who wanted to donate a canine dog to us that specializes in locating electronic devices. The dog's name is Q, and it locates electronic devices that can be hidden from the normal human eye doing a search. They donated the dog, $11,000 actually, that was for the dog, for the training, for the supplies, and the veterinarian costs for a year. So Sergeant Rainey was chosen to handle the dog, and he went to Indianapolis, Indiana for a 2-week school. And training is always when you have dogs, but we are, to my knowledge, the first in the state of South Carolina that has a canine dog, especially to locate electronic devices.
So, I mean, what an asset that must be to have a partner like Defenders for Children.
Well, it's a tremendous asset, and we were depending on the human eye to do search warrants and find these very small electronic devices. Now we have a dog that can sniff them out no matter where they are.
Sheriff, I know this past month you announced a new format for releasing body-worn video following an officer-involved shooting. Talk a little bit about this new procedure and how it's going to really set the standard in terms of how information is disseminated to the public.
Well, we wanted to be extremely transparent in officer-involved shootings. And so it's called Critical Incident Community Briefing. We're the first agency in the state to try this new concept, and it was patterned after the LAPD. And it's for transparent, and it's for the viewers to actually see what occurred during an officer-involved shooting. It revamps how we communicate. At the end of 45 days is our target date. The video will be uploaded on YouTube for everybody to watch and to see exactly what happened in the officer-involved shooting.
September 25th, we as an agency and as a community experience what you described as one of the most horrific robbery cases that you have seen or witnessed since you have in your law enforcement tenure in the W.E. Willis case. I know this past month that family was able to get some sort of closure. Just talk a little bit about that with the arrest of the individuals and kind of where the investigation is at this time.
Well, I have known the Willis family for many years. As a matter of fact, I went to my church, and that Monday on September 25th, I went to the emergency room and really did not recognize Mr. Willis. He was beaten so badly. His wife was shot, and we were lucky enough to collect some DNA evidence that led us to some subjects who were involved. So far, we've arrested 5 people, 3 for the actual robbery and beating, and 2 for accessory. We're still looking for 3 more people, and we've had tremendous support from the community, especially the community of Travelers Rest, because the Willises have business in the Travelers Rest area for many, many years, and there's a lot of people that knew them. So the family has rallied behind us and been very supportive of us while we continue this investigation.
And just talk a little bit about the importance of having that community involvement in terms of the success of our law enforcement team and how that helps us solve cases.
Well, I've always said the community of the police and the police of the community, and we have to work together to make sure that we make this community as safe as possible. Community partnerships are an ongoing thing, and we need the community and partners with the law enforcement.
And I know one of those instruments that we are now putting to use is the new Sheriff's Office app. And talk a little bit about that, how people can get that and how that will help in certain situations.
Well, again, in trying to be transparent and trying to let people know what's going on, we have an app now, and if you want the app, you can text GCSO to 95577, or you can go to an app store and search for Greenville County Sheriff's Office and download it. Be sure to punch the alert symbol, so you will get the alerts. It's just another way for us to let the public know that they can be of help in a missing person or somebody we're looking for. Every bit of information they think may not be helpful may be the piece of the puzzle we're trying to put together.
Absolutely. And speaking of working together with the community, I know this was our 5th consecutive year of hosting the Community Codes and Cops campaign. That project went on at the beginning of this month. Talk a little bit about that project and how that really impacts the community.
Well, this was, as you say, the 5th consecutive year, and thanks to our community partners like ScanSource and First Team Sports, we were able to provide 450 plus coats to children of need, and it's a role that the deputies can give back to the community. It's a role where the kids can see them doing something good and not just locking people up. So the deputies can interact with the kids, interact with the community, and it's just a good program for us to be involved in.
Speaking of a good program, November was another fun month for the employees here at the Sheriff's Office in NoShave November. Talk a little bit about that program and what that has also done for the community.
Well, it's a program that was started a couple of years ago here before I got here, and we allow the deputies to grow facial hair. They donate $25 to grow the facial hair. And so I think so far we've already raised about $4,500 or $4,600 that will be donated to Special Olympics. And so we have decided to extend it to December. And the deputies can pay $25 again and continue to grow their hair in December. And that money raised will go to our Sheriff's Foundation.
And I know since taking office in April, you've been very passionate about getting the foundation that you started years ago back up and running for the intended purpose that it was designed for. Talk a little bit about that foundation, what it's used for, and how it benefits our office.
Well, we actually started 2 foundations in the 80s, one for scholarships for children whose mom and dad were employees of the Sheriff's Office, and that's still a very active foundation. And then we started the Sheriff's Foundation because there were a lot of people in the community who, when we would answer a call or something, wanted to donate some money to the deputy, and of course the deputy couldn't accept the funds. And so one of the ideas was to have a 501c3 foundation that people could donate to that foundation. It has expanded because we do not get everything through the budget process, and people who want to help us obtain vests or whatever the issue may be can donate to the foundation, and of course get a write-up because we are a nonprofit organization. Foundation is.
Fantastic. Sheriff, thank you for taking the time to talk about these key aspects that are going on for the month of November.
Thank you.